at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. I'm Kim Stanwood Terranova. I get to be here with you every Saturday. I've been gone the last few, so I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to have this beautiful soul with me today. This is Nikki from Texas. We're super glad that she's here. She's had a beautiful week at Rythmia, and I was very moved to have her share, because yesterday in class I said to everyone, give me one word where you're at right now. And she said miracle. She's had her miracle. So I can't wait for you to tell everyone. So hi, Nikki.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So glad you're here. Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah,
There was a pause yesterday,
and
and you thought about it and still said yes.
Yes.
So thank you for that. I want you to tell everyone, because I love how you got here. So can we start with that? Like, how did you discover Rythmia? This is your first time.
Yes.
And your husband came here first, which I love. So please tell us about that.
So we, I guess I'll just jump right into it. We experienced a really tragic loss. Our son was killed in a car accident. And through the healing process that I was searching for my husband, I listened to a podcast that talked about Rythmia, and I kind of fell down the research rabbit hole trying to find something to heal him.
Yeah.
So I sent him here in December, and it changed his life. He, our sadness is still there for the loss of him, but the experience that he had, he came home and he had this light in him, and it was so bright, and it's still there, which I'm so grateful for you all for what you gave to our family then. But while he was here, he told me that he wanted me to join in this experience too. And so, yeah, here I am.
Thank you for sharing that. It's
Thank
those
you all.
losses in life that we don't know how we will ever recover from. And that's the biggest one any of us can have.
Yes.
So thank you for sharing that. And to know that the loss is what propelled you. I love how you said the research rabbit hole, but you trusted Rythmia, and your husband came back with some healing that had been done. So you said came in December.
Mm-hmm.
And then told you were coming right back. It's only March.
Yeah, it's only
and you
March.
came right back.
Exactly.
So was your intention the same for yourself when you came?
I think I didn't want to come in with too many expectations, because I felt like my kind of process and grief and all of the what we've gone through has been, hope for the best. I don't really, I can't say that I had like a really strong intention when I walked in.
But it was for healing.
It was for healing. Yes.
Nikki,
yes.
hold on.
Definitely.
Good. I want to make sure our sound is on.
Yes.
So you were coming back for your own healing.
Yes, absolutely. I think when I started researching it, I had this vision of consultas and having like an actual, and so that was what I really wanted to stop myself from hoping to have a real conversation with him or that closure. And instead I just opened it up to whatever Rythmia or whatever, Mother Ayahuasca has in store for me, I accept.
That was wise. How wise to know I'm not going to just aim for one result, which is, I'm sure, what your heart wanted. And yet, could you share with everyone what you received in your miracle? Because you did let go. You knew, I'm coming here for healing, which is a bold intention, but I'm going to let go of the how of the healing. Yes. So do share with us what occurred.
So through the ceremonies, I had, ups and downs throughout the week. The first ceremony, I think I was holding on a little too tight. I didn't let go as much as I kind of wish I would have. And as the week progressed, I let myself open up more and more and more in each of the ceremonies. And so in the last ceremony on Thursday night, I had this very strong vision of the fact that my heart was missing from my chest, that it just wasn't there. And what I realized was, I think since the accident, I had put my heart on a shelf and it just wasn't present. And so I was sitting in the healing circle, waiting for the healing process. And anyways, I kept saying, please bring me my heart back before he gets to me. I don't want to be healed without my heart in my chest. And moments before the shaman arrived to me, my heart was restored. And I think they had to take it out of my heart for so long to heal it. I think it just needed more than just a,
Yeah.
it needed more healing than I think I could have handled. And that was a big, it's a big thought.
Your
and my
heart
heart's
is back.
It's back. It feels back. And I'm so thankful for it now.
Yeah. And healing will continue, but your heart's going to be feeling more.
Yes.
Oh, you're so courageous.
In that moment, I literally, I felt it come back into my chest. And I said, is this what I've been waiting for? Is this it? And I literally, clear as day, heard, this is everything you've been waiting for.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is your miracle. Embrace it. This is it. It's here. And what I kept reiterating for the whole rest of that night was, this is it from now on. Now on. It doesn't have to, and that was a big.
Oh, that's so gorgeous. This is it from now
This is
on.
it from now on.
Your heart is back and illuminated. Okay, that's a miracle in itself.
Yes.
And your husband has been doing really well since he's been home. That's what you said, yes?
Yes, very much so.
So now the two of you, I love that you individually came here and gave yourself your own time. Do you think you'll come back sometime?
We've talked about it, and I still don't know if I don't know if I want to do it together or do it again separate. We've talked about both ways, and I think that that's going to be part of my reintegration is
Beautiful.
figuring out what that was like. But I know my husband's coming back. He's ready to come back now.
Okay, I love that. He is. He's already ready.
I mean, he wanted to join me on this trip. He's like, are you sure I
Oh.
can't join? I don't do very many things alone. We have 2 babies at home. I just don't. I haven't done anything alone in a long time, and I needed this alone.
This is important. This is very important. This beautiful woman is here, and she has 2 little ones at home, 2 and 8 months, right?
Yep.
Took such courage to be away from them for a week, but that was your core intention to heal.
Yes.
And now you said something right before we turned on the camera that you'll be bringing more of yourself back to them. I think that's so important as parents, because I've heard that in class before, people saying, especially when we're little ones, I've left my little ones. And to know, really, it's not a leaving as much as my little ones are in care, right? So that I could care for myself and come back whole.
Yes.
Thank
I feel
you.
like this is the biggest gift I could give to them as a
Yes.
whole mommy that
Yes.
loves them and with my whole heart now.
Yes.
It's a big
Beautiful. Thank you for doing that heavy lifting this week.
thank you.
Okay, what other elements of Rythmia did you love? Where else did you find other miracles? How do you feel about breath work? Talk to us about all of it.
Breathwork definitely, but the classes for me. So you and I had a really special interaction yesterday.
Yes.
I got a lot of unexpected miracles. There were things that a lot of the teachers said. So you, Meg, Lola, Raven, all of these people have had these moments where you're sharing your own stories or you're sharing to the class, and I'm like, how did you know I needed to hear that right now?
Yes.
So you had this beautiful example yesterday of how you dealt with a parenting situation.
Yes.
And literally, I think you might have seen it. My eyes lit up like saucers. I was
They
like,
did.
how did you know that I needed to hear this right now?
It was like you were thinking, Kim, did you just tell that story specifically for me?
Yes.
I know.
It's funny, even in the music that's here, there have been songs that were played in ceremony. And I've said to other people, I was like, did you hear that? Was that song just for me? Did I hear the very last song on the Divine Feminine Night was Sorry, Rest in Peace. And
Oh my goodness, I'm going to start crying right now.
And I just, the whole time it was playing, I don't know if anybody else was listening to the words, but every word in the song just felt like it was being played from my heart. And it's like, thank you so much.
But that's the beautiful movement of spirit. That Mama knows who's in the room, clearly, and knows what needs to be of the most divine healing for everyone. And I really believe this, that we all come together. Specific people arrive here at this exact time for a reason. Like the people that you were here with this week were to be here with you. And that happens every single week. It's profound. And people say lots of times, as soon as they book their week, things start shifting in their lives. And they get here and think, these certain people were here for me. The song was played because you were here. Beautiful.
Yes. And the other guests, you're right. I mean, I talk about the classes and the music, but the other guests, and there's another woman that was here that had lost her husband in a car accident around the same time as my son's. And I was like, how do we not already know each other? And it's like, I think we did. You know, there was a reason. I totally believe what you're saying.
Yeah,
There's
an agreement for you to get here.
Person that was here in this group.
Yes. Yes.
And we did, everybody's starting to leave and it's like family.
Yes.
It's just
I'll
magic.
say lots of times at the beginning of the week, all right, bless everyone in this room because you will be in love with them in
Yes.
seconds.
Yes.
And sometimes people look at me like, why is
Yeah.
she saying that? And the very next day they're like, oh my gosh, I can't live without you. Don't leave.
Yes. Exactly that.
Yes, that's why we have those groups for you to stay together and keep knowing each other. And I've watched certain people come back, the following year with the same people. Like, oh, we met here last year. We're coming back every year together.
I understand that.
Yes.
So.
Good. So everything that you that shifted for you, what do you feel like is going to be different when you're home now?
I think my intentions are definitely something that I'm going to try and practice.
Mm-hmm.
I also just think in general, when your heart's not fully open, I think that there's a lot of things I've been missing at home that I maybe was present for, but just wasn't present for. And I think that that's going to change a lot.
Yes.
It's going to change my family dynamic. I think our home is a very loving place, but I know that the love in our family is going to grow. So I'm excited.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh.
I can't wait to see my babies. I love it
Yes.
here, but I'm so
Yes.
excited to see this implemented in my house.
Oh, that was beautiful because you've shifted. So everything, like your excitement's coming from, I want to bring this home and live it with all of you.
Yes. Very much so.
Congratulations. That is beautiful. All right, did we feed you well?
Yes, it's delicious.
Isn't it good?
So good. So good. Honestly, since the accident, I haven't taken care of myself very well. And I know that. It's been really more about taking care of everybody else.
Sure.
This felt like such a treat to be cared for, to be nourished in a healthy way. And it's
Yes.
why did I ever stop? This has been a really
Because you
good
were taking
reset.
care of everyone.
Yeah.
And trauma happened. And that's what happens in our lives. It's understandable why you stopped. I'm just so
That comes home
grateful.
with me now too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
The practices here are coming home with me.
Oh, good. Because that's my wish, is to live them, is to be gentle with yourself and start implementing them everywhere. Love that. Is your husband excited to see you?
Yes.
It's like you have this new dialogue
Yes.
of this happened and this happened.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I did not understand when he came home. I saw the light in him.
Yes.
I don't know if we talked about it on here before, but there's a light inside of my husband that I didn't understand it. And so now that we get to share that interaction, so very silly side note, I'm in the interior design world and we're putting in a meditation room.
Yes.
Literally decided while I was here that's part of what and I was like, we can do these things together now.
Yes.
I knew that was something that he was craving.
Yes.
And now I understand more about what he was trying to implement into our family. I hadn't been here yet. I couldn't.
Okay, all couples get to hear that. Because when you're speaking the same dialogue and healing in your own individual way, but there's a common thread of healing, like, oh, let's practice this, then not only individually do you shift, the entire family, as you're saying, will shift. Because you two have shifted yourselves. I'm so excited for you. Would you send me a picture of that meditation room?
Of course.
Love it. If I get to Texas, can I come bless
it? Of course. Yes,
okay,
please.
Good.
Oh, I would love that.
I would love that.
Yes,
good.
Please.
Okay, I have one more question for you. Anyone out there that could be just thinking about, is rythmia for me? And you have a beautiful story of what got you here and what you know now. What would you say to them?
This place is magic. It blesses you in ways that I don't think that a brochure or a website can explain that. I hope that people sharing their stories can. But I had no idea what to expect when I came here, and it delivered so far beyond my expectations. So I'm so thankful.
Nikki, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, y'all are wonderful.
So good.
Thank you.
She's coming back.
I'm coming back.
And whether she's with her husband or they come separate, they're both coming back. I'm
we'll be
thrilled.
back.
Good. Then I'll have more time with you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for saying yes to this.
Of course.
We're grateful that even though she paused yesterday, not sure if she was going to say yes to me, she still did. So I know that it's blessing all of you, and we'll see you next weekend too. And thank you for being with us today. And please get to Rythmia. I'll be right here in class everywhere waiting to see you. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. And we're signing off. Ciao.